Now let's talk about New Year. Mungkin saya akan mengajak satu orang untuk mengobrol bersama dengan saya mengenai tahun baru. Kakak yang satu ini aja. Halo Kak.
Halo.
Coba Kakak sebutkan 3 hal yang melekat mengenai tahun baru.
Belanja, kayak hobi aku. Say, money cannot buy happiness, but money surely can buy me dresses and all stuff that bring me happiness.
Well, itu nomor 1. Hal berikutnya yang melekat mengenai tahun baru adalah
Kondang kali ya. Dan
Where them haters at, where them haters at.
the last one.
well, everybody know, tahun baru pasti identik dengan fireworks.
And now, we welcome the New Year full of things that have never been.
parents, the youngest elf comes bringing one letter. They check the letter, and it turns out that the letter came from a girl named Clara. They opened it and read it together.
Dear Santa, I know and always believe that you exist. My friend always make a joke about my dream. I want to go to your Toys R Us house, help you prepare the present, meet the elf and Rudolph. Is his nose still red like the song say? Please, take me to your house, so my friend will not make a joke to me again, because I believe that you are real.
Because only one elf can go, they decided that the oldest elf will go and pick Clara up. Meanwhile, the others stay and help Santa prepare the toys and presents. In her home, Clara waited for the first snow. When it fell down, she dances with the Christmas tree. After she played with the snow and Christmas tree. So she came back home and went to sleep. But suddenly, the oldest elf came and brought Clara to Santa's home in the winter wonderland. In Santa's warehouse, while the other elves are working, the oldest elf comes with Clara, and they begin to dance together. Clara was really happy that she could dance with the elves, but the oldest elf had prepared more surprises for Clara. And then the oldest elf brings out the Santa girls to dance with her. Find your ass on the line, Santa baby. with Rudolph and his friends. So the oldest elf calls Rudolph and the snowman's.
In a one-horse open sleigh, o'er the hill we go. While the bells jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride a one-horse open sleigh!
Surprise of all. The oldest elf brings Carol to meet Mr. and Mrs. Santa Claus. Clara is really happy because her dream came true. The oldest elf called all his friends and danced together with Clara. Clara's dream came true. Then the oldest elf took out the camera and gave Clara a photo and gave it to her so Clara can tell.
Aladdin was a poor boy who lived with his mother. He often had to steal food to feed himself and his mother. One day, a man told him about the treasure hidden somewhere inside the desert. Aladdin found the secret cave with the help of a master. As a bargain, Aladdin had to give the magic lamp. But Aladdin was afraid that if he gave the lamp, he would leave him. The master became angry and do some magic thing that closed the cave. While waiting, Aladdin cleaned the lamp and suddenly come out a young beautiful genie. Genie has been inside the lamp for thousands of years. To give thanks to Aladdin, Genie gave Aladdin 3 wishes.
Master, I don't think you quite realize what you've got here. So why don't you just ruminate while I illuminate the possibilities?
Well, had them 40 things, turns out it had 1,000 tales. Master, you're in luck.
Cause up your sleeve, you got a brand the magic never fails.
You've got some power in your corner now. Some heavy ammunition in your camp. You got some punch. Yahoo and house. See, all you gotta do is rub that lamp and don't. Mr. Aladdin, sir, What will your pleasure be?
Let me pick your order, shopping now. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Life is your best friend.
I'm your melody. Come on, buddy. Is you what? You ain't never had a friend like me.
Yes, sir. We pride ourselves on service.
You're the boss, the king, the charm.
Say what you wish, it's yours, Trish. How about a little more baklava? Have some of column B, try all of column B.
I'm in the mood to help you, dude. You ain't never had a friend like me.
Can your friends do this?
Can your friends do that?
Can your friends do this? Have a little head.
Can your friends go poof?
Oh, looky here. Can your friends go abracadabra? And the men's over disappear. There's like John Buggy, I'm here to answer all your midday prayers. You got me born a 3 days soon to find. You gotta tell me what you're trying to bear. I got a power to help you out, but you just really wanna know. You got a list that's 3 miles long, no doubt, and all you gotta do is look like so. Oh, Mr. Lancer, I'm sure you agree.
I'm on the job, you feel good.
You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend, never had a friend. You ain't never had a friend like me.
You ain't never had a friend like me.
First, Aladdin asked Genie to bring them all. Second, Aladdin asked Genie to make him as a prince.
Sorry, you let us. It's a great sorrow. You're the first one to meet his eye. Make way, here he comes, lean bells with the drum. You're gonna love this guy. Prince Aladdin, shine your flag, show some respect. Down on one knee. Try your best to stick. Brush off your Sunday's long. Then come in a spectacular gonna rain. Prince Aladdin is here.
Then comes the last wish. But Genie was sad because after the last wish, Genie will go back to the lamp, disappear, and wait for another 1,000 years to be free again. Aladdin decided to let her go as the last wish, but as the price, Genie will lose the power and become human. Aladdin said, "You deserve to go. No more waiting, and I need a friend like you."
Such a crick in the neck. Nice to be back, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, where are you from? Hello, Aladdin. Nice to have you on the show. Can we call you Al or maybe just Jin? Or how about Lottie? Sounds like you, boy. Come on, Lottie. Life is your restaurant. Life is your restaurant. Life is your restaurant. Life is your Life is your restaurant. Life is your restaurant. Life is your restaurant. Life is your life. Yo, Rockin', haven't seen you in a few millennia. Give me some tassel. Yo. You're a lot smaller than my last master. Either that or I'm getting bigger. Look at me from the side. Do I look different to you? Wait a minute.
Beri tepuk tangannya.
One day, on Christmas Eve, a girl named Clara went to visit an old doll shop. She brought with her a snowflake doll that needed to be fixed. Clara knocked the door the first time. No response. She decided to knock the second time and say, "Hello, is someone in?" Suddenly, an old man appeared. He greeted her. Hello dear, what can I do for you? Clara replied, Goodness, excuse me sir. I have a doll, but it's broken you see. I heard you're very skillful in fixing dolls. If you don't mind, I'd like you to fix mine. Why indeed, little girl. You've heard just right. I'm the best of the best. Come. Before he left her, he turned around and said, If my kids are being naughty to you, just snap with your fingers 3 times. Clara wanders around the shop. He finally stopped at the candy lane doll and touched his face and said, How beautiful you are. Clara tried to copy the doll's pose, but then the candy lane started jumping and dancing around. After the
It's the most wonderful time of the year, with the kids jingle belling and everyone telling you be on the cheer. It's the most wonderful time of the year. It's the happiest season of all.
With those holiday greetings and gay happy meetings when friends come to call.
It's the happiest season of all. There'll be parties for hosting, marshmallows for toasting, and caroling out in the snow.
There'll be scary ghost stories and tales of the glory of Christmas in long ago.
It's the most wonderful time always.
Finally, the magician came back. He snapped his fingers thrice. Then, the dolls instantly stopped moving. Oh dear girl, did you forget to snap your fingers thrice? How are they alive? By the way, here's your doll, all well magic. Clara hesitated. I'm sorry, sir, but can you make my doll alive too? Oh, in a heartbeat, dear. It's easy, you see. The magician did his magic. Then all of a sudden, the doll came to life. The magician decided to wake up his other 3 dolls and all of them danced together. know who's coming to visit now. This very moment. Then Santa Claus, along with his reindeers, arrived. Once again, they all danced together.